So the Mark Dalton Recovery Fund has hit over €275,000. Mark is a Waterford minor dual star from the Shamrocks Club. He was involved in a car accident along with his twin brother Tom and 3 friends in Youghal in December. Mark suffered serious spinal injuries and is currently beginning his rehabilitation. A committee and a GoFundMe page was set up to support his recovery and bring Mark back home. And a member of that committee is on the line now. That's former Waterford hurler Peter Queally. And Peter, what have you made of the response since the GoFundMe page was set up last Friday?
Sure, look, we're amazed with it really. It just took a life of its own there at the weekend. Once it was launched there Friday afternoon, it was just taking over, and it was, I suppose, for anyone involved and for the family especially, it was overwhelming, the response from the public and the community, and it's, as we all know, the GA is great to get behind good causes, and Waterford itself have been brilliant down the years to support anything, not alone just the teams, but good causes and that. And they showed their true colours last weekend when this GoFundMe went live on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, Peter, the support you received from the Waterford GA public and also from outside the county, has it surpassed your expectations?
Oh, absolutely, Tomas. Like you said, it wasn't just confined to Waterford. It wasn't, even there you click in now and again and you see the different donations, like the ladies' football around the county and outside the county, contributing, putting their hands in their pockets and whipping around and donating large amounts of money again, and aside from Waterford then, the fact that Mark and Tom had played numerous challenges against different counties, you had different managers ringing. I had a phone call from Leo O'Connor, who's over the Offaly minor hurlers. They're actually still in this year's championship. They were on about doing a fundraiser. They played Waterford in Dungarvan before the championship, I think in November. He knew well that Mark and Tom had played, so he rang during the week and he said, look, we want to do a fundraiser. We're going to do a virtual 300-kilometre walk or run. There's 30 on the panel to do 10 kilometres each, and again, they're just hoping to raise a few pounds as well. And it's the same, I know from talking to Dara Duggan as well, it's been the same with all the teams that played Waterford in various challenges and games during they've all been touched by it, and they've all donated handsomely to the fund as well.
Yeah, so it's absolutely incredible, Peter. And can you just give us an update on how Mark is at the moment and how this money will help his rehabilitation?
Yeah, look, he's had the odd setback here as regards going. He should be in Dunleary, but COVID hasn't been kind to anybody in the health sector. And the same goes for Mark and his rehabilitation, and it's affected the staff in Dunleary, but he's top of that list at the moment. And the latest they heard today was that he'd be going there this Monday or Tuesday. He has possibly around 3 months rehabilitation then up in Dunleary, and this is when then he hopes to get home to his new modified house, which is currently, I suppose, it's probably 3 to 4 weeks down the road now of the work that's been done there. The work is phenomenal. Here in Youghal, I get to call out now and again and see the progress that's been made there, and it's incredible the work that's been done out there. So, as the update on the GoFundMe page said, we surpassed our target of 150, and by surpassing that, there's different things being added to the house now as it's being built, like a carport, a garage, a gymnasium for rehabilitation work, his car, things like that. So every pound is being well spent on getting Mark home in April or May, hopefully.
Yeah, look, it's great to hear the community, Peter, really pulling together and pulling out all the stops to make sure that the house is ready for Mark when he returns. I suppose you're a very close family connection to the Daltons, Peter. But for those who wouldn't be familiar with Mark, can you describe him as both a player and also as a person as well?
Yeah, look, I think Dara has a nice description of him there as regards a player. And on the GoFundMe page there, Dara worked closely with him for the last couple of years with the minor hurlers, and he's, how would you put it, his father won't thank me for this. He's a bit different from his father. He's well able to take a score, but
right.
He obviously inherited a lot of his athleticism from Liam, his father, and he's very fast, snappy, forward. a good eye for a score, free taker. Was a key member of this year's Waterford minor team, and the same with Tom. But aside from being an excellent hurler and footballer, Mark is a brilliant young chap. And again, the GoFundMe there, you see Seamus O'Callaghan, the principal in Pobbleskull. He has a lovely description of him as well. Quite honestly, guy. And I know from constantly talking to the parents, this is difficult, and this is obviously a lot for Mark himself to take in. But he's responded brilliantly, and he's up there, and he's 17 years of age. He's up there in CUH, and his positivity is just unbelievable. For somebody that has been dealt this cruel blow, to respond the way he has, and the mindset that he has, and and I know from talking to Liam and stuff, and when I was talking to Damien on Monday on the radio there, I was reading out a message that one of the cleaning ladies that came in contact with Mark, and used to call to him regularly. What she said about him was really to hit home as what a lovely young lad he is, and that she contributed, she donated handsomely as well to the fund, and basically just from knowing him, from calling in every day and having a chat with him, and just said he's the most nicest, kindest, mannerly young people that she ever had the pleasure of meeting, and that kind of describes what kind of chap Mark is.
Yeah, he seems like a remarkable young man, Peter, and I believe there's another event coming up very shortly to raise funds. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, look, Mark's 17 years of age. He's still a school-going young man. He's only in 5th year up in Pobbleskull, and Pobbleskull, who I link in regularly with, through the community police and stuff, they've been very affected by this accident. The 5 people in the car, all students of Pobbleskull, and they're constantly in touch. They're constantly, since this happened, what can we do? Is there anything we can do? They knew the GoFundMe was coming up and it was going to come live, and once that started, the wheels were in motion then to do the fundraiser that will go towards the GoFundMe. And basically what it is a 5 kilometre run and walk. Now, I won't give any details more than that at the moment. That it will be upcoming, because they have a lot of plans in place for the launch of this, which is next weekend. And once this launch goes live, I'll be able to tell you more about it. And they have a lot of celebrities and GA people and showbiz celebrities and stuff involved in this launch that will hopefully publicise it. And I suppose the one thing I will say is, so many people have contributed already, and you're probably going back to maybe the same people that would like to do this, because there's a nice little blue and white T-shirt that goes with it, the Mark Dalton fundraiser, recovery fundraiser, 5 kilometre walk with the school crest and the Shamrock's crest on it. So it's a nice little thing to get with it. That'll be posted out to each one that enters and stuff. But like I said, there'll be more details on that next week.
Well, former Waterford hurler Peter Queally, well done to you and all your committee for all the work that you've done to set up the Mark Dalton Recovery Fund. And thanks so much for talking to us today.
No worries. Thanks for the time, Thomas.
Well, thanks so much for tuning into this edition of Lorna Parka. Take care, stay safe, and until next time, slán go fóill.
Lorna Parka with Tomás McCarthy on WLR.